The first scream didn't come from fear. It came from air leaving a child's lungs. 12-year-old Amara Bennett gripped the armrest as the soft whir of her portable life support ventilator faltered. The screen blinked amber. Her father, Dr. David Bennett, a pediatric ICU specialist from Atlanta, leaned over instantly, hands calm and precise, the kind that have seen too many emergencies to ever panic. "Easy, sweetheart. I've got you," he whispered, adjusting the oxygen tubing running to the track at her neck. They weren't in first class for comfort. They were there for space, a space to breathe. Amara's ventilator, a palm-sized unit strapped inside her medical backpack, was FAA approved, fully charged, all documentation cleared. They'd notified the airline, printed the approval letter, even saved a backup copy on his phone. Because when you're a black family traveling with medical equipment, you learn to prove what others take on faith. Then came the voice, sharp, clipped, certain. "Sir, what is that device?" Flight attendant Carla Briggs stood over them, arms crossed, blonde bun tight, smile tighter. "It's a portable ventilator," Dr. Bennett replied evenly. "Cleared for flight. All documents are in order." She took the folder he offered, flipped through the pages without reading, and pointed at a line on the physician's letter. "This doesn't say it's authorized on this route." "It doesn't need to," he explained, calm but firm. "FAA policy covers all approved life support ventilators regardless of destination." Her tone hardened. "Sir, I'm responsible for passenger safety. Unauthorized machinery isn't permitted." Machinery. As if the gentle hum keeping his daughter alive was a generator instead of a lifeline. Amara's eyes darted to him, chest rising faster now. She started her quiet coping count, 4 in, 4 out, but stopped halfway. Dr. Bennett reached to increase her flow by a fraction. Carla's hand shot out, grabbing his wrist. "This device stays off until it's cleared." The ventilator beeped louder, the warning tone of dropping oxygen. A second attendant, Marcus Lee, watching from the galley, stepped forward. "Carla, I've seen this model. It's FAA approved." "I'm handling it," she snapped. Phones came up. Passengers watched. Someone whispered, "Why is he arguing?" Dr. Bennett's voice stayed level. "Ma'am, disconnecting this device could kill my daughter." "We'll decide what's safe," Carla said, reaching for the tubing. Amara cried out, small, broken, terrified. Marcus moved between them. "Carla, stop. That's a life support device." The intercom crackled. "Ladies and gentlemen, we're delaying pushback for a brief safety verification," announced Captain Richard O'Neill. Dr. Bennett exhaled once. "Please bring your medical liaison," he said. Carla folded her arms. "You're escalating a simple request." "No," he replied, voice steady as a scalpel. "I'm preventing a tragedy." They had arrived hours early, double-checked batteries, documents, and letters. For Amara, this wasn't a vacation. It was hope. They were headed to Boston Children's Hospital, where a new clinical treatment could ease her lifelong fight to breathe. She had packed her galaxy blue backpack with astronaut pins, whispering she'd see real rockets one day. And here they were, grounded by disbelief. Moments later, gate agent Danny Alvarez entered with a tablet, followed by Captain O'Neill. Marcus briefed them quickly. Danny turned the screen toward Carla. "Med flag approved, documents received." Still, Carla insisted, "We need to inspect it." Dr. Bennett nodded. "You may inspect, but you will not interrupt ventilation." The captain crouched beside Amara. "Hi, young lady. How's your breathing?" She raised 2 fingers. Her signal for not great. "Let's fix that," he said gently. Then to Carla, voice like iron wrapped in calm. "We are not removing a child's ventilator." Carla stiffened. "Captain, if there's interference," Marcus interjected, "it's shielded. I've flown with this exact unit." The captain nodded. "Doctor, adjust as needed." Dr. Bennett turned the dial slightly. The ventilator's tone softened. Amara's shoulders eased. A small applause rippled through the cabin. Someone whispered, "Thank God." Carla's face burned crimson. "Captain, I'm filing a safety objection." "You may," he replied coldly. "After we take off." The plane finally lifted, sunlight slicing across the cabin walls. Amara pressed her hand against the window, whispering, 3, 2, 1, lift off. For 20 quiet minutes, peace returned. Then Carla appeared again, voice sharp, eyes blazing. "Sir, we've confirmed your documents are falsified. You wrote the physician's letter yourself." Passengers gasped. Phones came out again. Dr. Bennett's expression didn't waver. That letter was written by Dr. Fay Lin, my colleague, and my daughter's pulmonologist. Carla scoffed. It says PICU. You work in a PICU, don't you? I do. But she's the doctor of record. He held up the hospital letterhead, the digital code gleaming under the cabin lights. Marcus stepped beside Carla. Enough. Don't tell me how to do my job, she hissed. It's not your job to punish a child for living, he said quietly. The cabin froze. Carla stormed off toward the galley, and moments later the intercom buzzed again. We're returning to the gate for safety review. A chorus of angry voices rose from the passengers. Then the captain's voice cut through. We are not returning. There is no safety issue. We will continue to Boston. Silence. Then the ventilator's soft rhythm filled the air, like the heartbeat of the entire plane. When they landed at Logan, 2 airport officers waited by the door. One white, one black, both calm. Captain O'Neill met them first, explaining quietly. The white officer nodded to Dr. Bennett. Sir, we're here to assist, not escalate. Need anything? Yes, he said simply. I need my daughter to reach her hospital. You'll get an escort, replied the black officer. And I'll walk with you. Carla tried again. He interfered with crew duties. The captain's voice thundered softly. Ms. Briggs, my office now. As passengers disembarked, many stopped to thank Dr. Bennett. One woman left a note on Amara's tray. My brother has a trach. You're heroes. Marcus knelt beside Amara. I told you I'd get you to Boston, he said. You did, she mouthed, smiling faintly. 3 days later, InspireNow opened our video with the same question Dr. Bennett had asked in the boardroom. Would this have happened if my child were white? In 72 hours, Aurora Air suspended Carla, then announced her termination. But Dr. Bennett refused settlement offers. He didn't want compensation. He wanted change. Within weeks, the airline rolled out real reforms, quarterly medical accommodation and bias training for all staff. A 24/7 medical liaison desk to connect crew with physicians mid-flight. A red flag escalation system, so no life support device could be touched without captain and medical approval. An independent review board to audit all discrimination or medical complaints. The impact was immediate. Diabetic passengers weren't asked to turn off their pumps. Children in wheelchairs weren't told to fold their equipment. Families like the Bennetts could finally fly without fear. At Boston Children's, Amara drew a rocket on the whiteboard, tiny stars trailing behind. Dr. Bennett filmed her grin and sent it to Marcus with the caption, "Still flying." When she was strong enough, they boarded another Aurora Air flight home. Captain O'Neill came to their row with a set of junior pilot wings. You grounded us, he told Amara, smiling, so other kids could take off. Sunlight poured through the windows as the plane descended into Atlanta. Amara placed her hand on the glass again, her ventilator humming steady and soft. Dad, she whispered, do you think it'll ever be easy? Dr. Bennett took her hand gently. No, he said honestly, but it'll be easier, because you made it so. If you're watching this on InspireNow, you already know. Stories don't fix the world. People do. It starts when one father refuses to apologize for protecting his daughter's breath, when one flight attendant chooses courage over compliance, when one airline admits failure and changes how it flies. So tell us in the comments, what would you have done if you were on that plane? And if you've ever had to fight to keep someone breathing, literally or emotionally, drop a I for Amara. Because every beat, like every breath, is a small miracle we're here to protect.